Really hoping for a big gold silver move. I just loaded up on SLIJ. It's coming. Now, that's a comment that I just got recently on my YouTube channel, and I want to share with you so many mistakes on what this comment and what this particular person is doing. So I want to teach you about the biggest mistakes that a lot of traders make when they're trying to get ahead in these markets. Also, obviously the title of this video, I'm pretty sure it was anyway, about one of the biggest moves I'm seeing right now. We're actually, one of the markets are getting a very big compressing triangle pattern, and I believe we're about to see a really big break to the downside. But first, we're probably going to see a bit of a short-term bounce. I'm going to be going over the gold, the silver. What's going on with the cryptocurrencies right now? Cryptocurrencies, oh my goodness. It's like you would think that because Trump came out and did what he did, said what he said, we would actually get a really nice move to the upside. What is going on? Anyway, that's what I wanted to share with you. Guys, a bit of a housekeeping. If you do need some help, I'm giving away free membership access to my complete trading course. You can see the link in the description there. Or if you would actually if you'd like to get more like personal mentoring with me personally, join a real small group of my inner circle, then you can apply for that. That's the second link in the description. Go fill out the application, and I will personally call you. You and me will personally be speaking on the phone. Anyway, let's get into the markets right now. So the big thing I really want to talk about this here, right? So let's go to here. So I want to share this with you. Now, I'm not here to put anyone down, but I'm trying to share with you some of the biggest mistakes that so many people are making when they enter this realm, this game called trading. It's a hard thing, right? It's a difficult thing. There's strategies, there's fake outs, there's us, there's the discipline, there's the patience, and so on and so forth, right? But here we go. This guy, this particular person, Jay, said, really hoping for a great silver move. I loaded up on SILJ. Now, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see most traders making, and it's destroying, absolutely destroying them on them actually getting ahead in the markets. And what is that? He said, I'm really hoping for a silver move because he thinks, and this is one of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing, he thinks that if silver makes a move, so will the silver mining sector. And it's like they both go, that's what he thinks, right? Silver is silver. The silver mining sector is the silver mining. So he just loaded up on SILJ because he hopes for silver to have a move. Now let's go do this here, okay? Let's go do this here. I want to share this with you here, right? So this is that's the SILJ. Okay, so this is the SILJ, right? Look at this here. And then let's go look at, and this is the silver price. Now, I want you just don't bring your opinions to the markets. Don't bring your thoughts or your hopes or what you're hoping is going to happen. Let's just look at the reality of these markets. Because you want to be trading based on the truth, right? Like, let's get to the truth of these things so we can make good trading decisions. This is silver here, okay? Silver, SILJ. Now, let's compare apples to apples to see whether that thinking, and this is one of the biggest mistakes, most people are thinking a wrong thought about these markets. This is one of them. If silver goes up, so will the silver mining sector. Let's actually see what's happened since 2024. Let me just go to this big picture here. This is the silver chart here. What do we see with the silver chart? The silver chart is doing what? Low, higher low, and another high low. And we've had the moving average come up, flatten out a little bit, and now we're starting to trend up again. So we're actually in a very strong overall up, down, higher, low, up, down, higher, low, and we're going back up again, right? And we're doing this here. So silver right now, silver only is making a very nice upward trend. Now, let's go look at the SILJ and let's see what that's been doing. Completely different story. Remember, what did silver do? Silver went up, silver came down, silver went up, silver came down, and silver went up. Did the mining sector do that? No. What did the mining sector do? And I know you're going to say, but look at the truth. This is the facts, right? Not only did we not make the silver mining stocks, the actual silver actually made a higher low, didn't it? What did this do? This came up, down, up. This actually came down and made a lower low, and now we're here. Actually, can I do that? Let's actually, anyway. And then look what's happening with the moving average. For the last month, actually for the last couple of months, the moving average here has been up, and then it's actually been trending down. So as you can see, right, this is some of the biggest mistakes that people are making is your thoughts are flawed. They're actually not based on facts. Look at the market. Stop doing this correlation trading, right? It's one of the biggest mistakes that you're making. You actually want to get ahead in the markets. Use a trading system. Use a trading pattern. Don't get on hope. Don't get on the market. Oh, I hope silver goes up because of, look at all all the biggest mistakes. One, you're trading based on, I hope this is going to happen. Secondly, you're trading based off, you're hoping silver's going to make a move, so therefore the silver mining stock's going to move. But then you can see here that this has actually made a lower low. Now we're rallying back up here. But if I bring on the SLV here, what's the SLV doing? Down, up, high, low, down, up, high, low, moving average still trending up. What did the mining stocks do? The mining stocks came down to here, and now the mining stocks are here. So the mining stocks are actually showing a lot more weakness. And the moving average, see, the moving average is actually trending up. You know yourself, right? What's the moving average doing here? The moving average for the silver mining stocks are doing what? So they're actually creating different patterns. They are different. This made a higher low. The mining stocks made a lower low. It came all the way down to here. And then I'll eventually get it. There we go. So as you can see, right? Please guys, don't do this. Do not do this. Remember, trading is all about probability, not based on hope. And if you're trading like this, you are going to lead down to the devastation of you're going to be the 90-90. I don't want you to be 90-90. No, what's 99? There's a thing out there that 90% of traders blow up 90% of their trading account in 90 days. 90, right? I don't want you to be that. Just be sensible, guys, right? Unless you just want to keep making life hard for yourself, don't do correlation trades. No correlation trades. Look at the facts. As you can see, once again, silver and SILJ, they're not correlated. And then the worst thing you can do is say, if I hope silver's going to go up, because then I think the mining stocks are going to go up. This is silver. This is SILJ, which is here. And then the worst thing to do is then even go one level deeper. I hope silver's going to go up because I think the mining stocks are going to go up. So therefore I'm going to go buy an actual individual mining stock. And that's AG. And where's AG right now? AG is pretty much right at its lows since 2023. And as you can see, they're all creating different patterns. They're all in different cycles. So don't be doing this, guys. It is going to run you over, right? Remember, trading is all about probability. To me, when I go to the markets, I'm looking for my trading pattern. That's it. You guys are trying to be smart. Well, silver goes up and da-da-da. Guess what? You're gonna lose a lot of money. Right? Don't say I didn't warn you. Anyway, so let's go. So that's what I see through there. Now let's actually get onto the what I actually mentioned on the good old thumbnail. The thumbnail. And that is USO. Look at this here. Look at USO here. So USO, this is obviously connected to oil. I see, so this is USO here. USO is actually squeezing up to the upside through here. Let's actually bring up, actually I'll just keep it that through there, right? So as you can see, we're squeezing up through here. All this through here. So what I see coming is a little bit of a short-term bounce from here to here. A little short-term bounce. And then what we're probably likely to see is this thing coming down through to here. Everything is starting to get potentially quite weak, guys, when it comes to these markets as well too, right? So if I bring up, this is the daily chart here. If I squeeze my daily charts up, right, as you can see, we're at this level through here. We had a bit of a V top, right, up and down through here, bit of a V top. Now what I'm looking for is we're probably going to get a bit of a short-term bounce, maybe come up through here somewhere. 50% retracement, hold it, and then get a big breakout, and then the big move actually starts to happen from there. So USO, guys, USO could be getting ready for movement on the downside. Now, let's go look at the actual stock market, because stock market's actually doing something quite interesting. The Dow Jones is not, right? The Dow Jones, what's the Dow Jones? This is the weekly charts here. Hey, there we go. All right, I'll venture get it. There we go. Right, so the Dow Jones is doing low. We're making these still higher lows, right? So the trend is still to the upside, right? So this is the Dow Jones here. So the industrials is still pretty strong from here. Now, what I'm seeing though is if I go to say the NASDAQ, as you can see, the NASDAQ was making higher lows all the way up. But look what happened just recently. We broke the low. What does that mean? Higher lows is upward trend. We actually just broke the low. What's going on here? Something changing. Something is changing in the markets, please. Now, there's two things here, and I'll get to the two scenarios what I'm looking at for right now in this here just a minute. But if I go to the S&P 500, same sort of thing. If I bring up the actual, this is the daily charts through here. And what I'm seeing is that we get these significant higher lows, but look what's happened just recently. We've actually broke the low. Something's changing right now with these markets. Even though I'm expecting a rally come out of these markets, but are we starting to form a top through here now? Are we starting again? And as you can see, guys, what I'm doing right now is I'm just reading what the market's telling me, right? Every person, if you're saying, John, I told you the top's in right now. Really? Well, good job. You got it. You were right. You were right 10% of the time because you've been probably calling the top since 2024, and now you come out and say, "John, I called the top. I told you it was going to go down." It's like, really? That means I've been 90% right through the upside and 10% wrong. You've been 90% wrong, 10% right. Good job. Don't call tops. Right? Just go with the market, guys. Meaning. We're getting a change here right now, right? So this is the Dow Jones, this is the S&P, and the Russell. The Russell's already coming down through here. Look at the big sell from the Russell. So what's going on through here? Something's changing. There's a massive change that's happening right now underneath our feet. This could be the start of something big. Are we about to see all markets start to come down? Ooh. Now, here's what we're probably going to get first. We're not going to go straight down. That's the first thing I do say. We are not going to go straight down. Even in bear market environments, guess what? We get the stair-stepping phases, right? Stair-stepping. We go down for a bit, we go up for a bit. We go down for a bit, we go up for a bit, okay? So, the first thing we'll see here is the market's coming down through to here. The market's holding through here, and if I zoom right in, now what I'm expecting a rally to happen out of this, right? I'm expecting a rally real soon. Because if this is going to be a crash, what's a crash? A downward trend. What's a downward trend? Lower highs. How is a downward trend formed? A downward trend, lower highs is what? Down. It has to rally to create the lower high. Because you know lower highs are downward trends. No, duh, John. Tell me something new. Okay, cool. Well, if the market has to rally first to create the lower high to then have the downward trend. The market's not just going to do this here, right? Once in a while you'll see that, right? But the market's, there's a 80% chance, 90% chance that's not going to happen, right? So the first thing we're going to say is that the fear of, oh my goodness, the market's going to crash is there. So that's the first thing I'm looking for. Now the second thing I'm looking for is how the movement on the upside, if we do get that movement on the upside this week, how does it form? Two things I'm looking out for. Is it strong or is it weak? What does that mean? Firstly, if we get a very strong move, if we go bam and the buyers come out really strong through here like this, then we know that this here was a complete little sucker breakdown, and then we're probably going to continue seeing the blow off top, which I'm expecting to see, or which I have been expecting to see. That's scenario number one. Oh geez. Okay. Scenario number one. Now scenario number two is what? Scenario number two is, do we get a weak rally out of these markets? Right? A weak rally. Now what does that mean? That means, right, we have probably, around here somewhere. If we rally up through here and we hold and then we start to roll over through here, that's when we're going to start to talk danger, right? Now we're getting a danger territory because now we're holding 50% of the moves from there to there. That's probably 50% level, maybe 60%. It's holding, then it's rolling over. If the market starts to do that, there's probably a really big significant movement on the downside coming. But we don't know that yet. So your hopes, your thoughts, your opinions on all this stuff, let the market do the talking, right? Because this could be just a short-term freak out. So what I'm expecting initially, probably over the next couple of weeks, is a nice good rally out of this level here, right? Nice, good, strong rally out of this level here. Then once again, then we can see what this fear and greed index is doing right now. As you can see, look where we are right now. We're right at this extreme fear. So we're probably like to get a pretty strong rally out of this level. But what does that rally give us? Does it give us a really strong rally back up to previous highs? If so, game on for the bulls. So there's a bit of uncertainty that's happening right now. A bit of uncertainty. And this is the same for the NASDAQ as well too. All right, so this is the NASDAQ. Look at the NASDAQ's like, oh, there's actually a bit of a warning sign going on. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low. Look what happened here. We broke a lower low. What does that mean? Now, a lower low is not a downward trend, right? Remember, the most important part to an upward trend is higher lows. Higher lows, higher lows. The most important part to a downward trend is a lower high. We need a lower high to confirm this downward movement. So we need the market to rally up, which is probably going to do. See that through there? And then what we need is this market to rally up, hold, and then rally back down to create this lower high. Oh man. To create the lower high, right? So we need the lower high first. Okay? So one, the market's not going to just go straight down. Two, we're probably going to get a rally. Why? Because even if this is the top in the market, how are tops formed? We're getting up there, and then we do this, and then we come back down, and then we start the downward trend, right? The big crash, right? We do get rallies. And this is where what you want to do is you don't want to be looking at one move. If the market's going up through here, oh my goodness, the buyers are back in control. Here we go, the bottom's in. Like, what is that? Because that could then just be that, and this is where you want to be looking at trend analysis first, right? Trend analysis. So there's a big warning sign, but it could just be this could just be a short-term freak out. The big boys are playing with you right now, and then suddenly they buy it, they scoop it back up, and before you know it, we're now in mid-April, and we're all-time new highs, and we're going to continue this blow off top. That could be a mistake, right? So it's not a time to be sitting on, getting in the markets, hoping and wishing and gambling and guessing. No. The best thing to do in these situations, right, is what? Just stand back, sit back. Now, the second best thing to do is have a trading setup. Go to the market with have a trading pattern in your mind that you know that works most of the time. Then go look for that. That's what I do as a trader. I don't and then you've heard me talk about that, a few times in this market. Anyway, so fear and greed index, and look at this here right now. This, especially with the put the calls, there's a lot more people buying put options right now in this level here. So I'm expecting at least this week, I'm expecting a bit of a short-term rally out of this level here. Why? Because whenever we do start to get to the extreme fear, last time we got this extreme fear in the past, guess what? We had a pretty strong rally out of the markets from here. So, and last but not least, guys, I want to give you guys a bit of an update on the good old Bitcoin. What's happening with Bitcoin right now? So Bitcoin, as you can see, actually failed the resistance line. Now, I know this is going to make no sense. And this is where, if you're trading based off a thought, I guarantee you So many, hundreds of thousands of people would have thought, and this is where you're trading based off what you think is never a good idea. Trading based off a pattern is always a good idea, right? I guarantee you, people will be scratching their head right now saying, Trump came out and said what he said about, Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies and AI and all that sort of stuff. What is going on? I guarantee people were going crazy over the weekend buying Bitcoin. And then then the market, Bitcoin's dropping today. Actually, it has been for the last few days. But look what happened here recently. We actually We held the resistance line. I was looking to see if we broke above there, then this is going to be a short-term slingshot pattern. If we didn't, then now look at this. We're actually now trending down. So now we're probably going to get down towards the 70,000 level. Why? Because that's that long-term level of support through there. So somewhere around about there, I would say. So we're probably going to get down towards this 70,000 level, somewhere around about there in Bitcoin right now, because now we're failing. We're failing this resistance level, and now we're probably going to head down. This is the same for Ethereum. Look at Ethereum as well too. Right, this is Ethereum. Ethereum. This is the weekly chart to the left. Look at this, just complete and utter sell-off through here. Big move on the downside, right? Cardano, XRP, right? All the same sort of thing. So this is a really good example, is that if you got in on this markets, like if you got in on Bitcoin because you thought, oh, Trump said this, that's going to be really bullish for Bitcoin, and you get in the market selling off, I guarantee you're scratching your head saying this makes no sense. What doesn't make sense is how you're trading the markets, right? You want to trade the markets the same way every single time in these markets. And I didn't obviously get the gold for you guys, so let me actually get to the gold pattern. The gold, guys, I'm actually expecting not much happening with gold right now. If we have a look at this here, right, we had this very nice move, right? We had the energy using phase, so the market goes up, energy using, it gets tired, then we go through energy building, energy using, energy building, energy using. So now we're probably going to go through a bit of energy using phase when it comes to gold. What does that mean? Now, if we go back to the daily charts, we're probably going to expect now just a lot more volatility as we go through one of these energy building phase. Let the moving average start to catch up, and then maybe we go back to the upside again, or just maybe this is the final move in this very big bull market, because we have had 1, 2, 3 major stair steps. So maybe this could be the final move in this bull market, and maybe we're just going to to do nothing through here. So there we go, traders. I hope this helps you out. I hope there's a few things in this video for you guys that sort of gives you some guidance around the actual market itself. If you would like to get more detailed personal coaching every single week for the rest of this year, then go to getjohnshop.com. That's an application form. You can fill that in, and then you and I will be personally speaking on the phone, and we'll have a good chat about it. So I'll speak to you guys soon.